Off the top tonight, West Michigan's oil spill. Take this look underwater with us and see where the oil is flowing in the Kalamazoo River. We're watching globs of oil floating under the surface, part of the 800,000 gallons that leaked from a pipeline near Marshall and are heading toward Kalamazoo. Here's a quick look at where we stand at this hour. Enbridge Energy, which owns the pipeline, adding booms to the river to try to keep the oil out of Morrow Lake in Galesburg. The oil slick right now just a couple miles from that lake. The cleanup involving local, state, and federal agencies. The EPA on the ground monitoring your air quality and groundwater. And the plans to get you to volunteer to help save those oil-drenched animals. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Suzanne Jiha. This is day 3 of the oil spill.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Sterling reporting live from Battle Creek tonight, where a number of agencies now continue to try to contain this oil spill. 840,000 gallons still winding its way down the Kalamazoo River. We are an hour away from a press conference in this room where Enbridge Energy officials plan to address the media as they double down on their efforts to contain this oil spill as the oil continues to flow downstream. 24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia beginning our team coverage tonight. Tony has been tracking the progress of this spill, and he joins us live now from Augusta, where people are hoping the added booms will work.
Brian, this is as far as anyone has seen oil, us and authorities want to keep it that way. Enbridge executives say they're doubling staff here in this area, and they're doubling the amount of barriers. When we went out today looking at River Oaks County Park, we saw workers working on boom, working on barriers in that area. Again, the plan is to double that between the Fort Custer State Park and Morrow Lake, that critical area. The idea is to stop the oil before it gets there, because downriver from Morrow Lake is Kalamazoo, then the Saugatuck-Douglas area, and then Lake Michigan. Today, the EPA issued an order that includes penalties if Enbridge doesn't continue the work it's doing. That order includes cleanup work. Enbridge officials also announced they'll start excavating near the leak site to figure out what happened to cause the spill. When we were near that leak site on Monday, we spotted oil-stained vegetation, oil-covered geese. But back in Kalamazoo County, downriver of Morrow Lake, the water is clear right now.
I'm glad it's not this far, but I think it's going to come this way, so it's just really sad. It's just sad.
The director of emergency management for Kalamazoo County says that additional barriers will be installed beyond Morrow Lake as an additional stopgap. As far as we can tell, we've been surveying this river for 3 days now. The river looks pretty similar now in Augusta as it did yesterday. Some sheen on the surface. When the wind changes direction, you can smell oil in the air a little bit. It tells us probably one of 3 things. Either those barriers are working, the oil is traveling very slowly down the river, or it's being diluted greatly as it moves downriver. We'll watch to see which one of those it is and continue to follow where the oil is flowing. Live in Augusta, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.